Angry guy here. And Asian women are reclaiming femininity as they claim Western men for themselves. Asian women are reclaiming femininity as they claim Western men for themselves. I have another comment from Mayumi here, and I thought this was a very intriguing comment. Let's go ahead and read it together. She says, our strength is gained by our husbands, but we still stay feminine and command our households. We don't play games. We were raised to be excellent wives and mothers and pass on our knowledge to our princesses. My daughter is gaining my knowledge, and the other female relatives are guiding her too. Like men who married women of Europe and Asia in the post-WW2 climate, we are the generation guiding to the future. And like the women of my feudal era, we will protect our castles, and we do have claws. Now, I find this so intriguing, guys. Western women don't know what they have lost, as they have embraced their masculinity. Asian women are reclaiming femininity as they claim Western men for themselves. A country without its men, I've said this already, is not a country, it's a wasteland, and it is ripe for the pickings. I want you guys to think about Genghis Khan and the Mongolians. Genghis Khan was a very interesting guy. Genghis Khan and the Mongols really did a lot. They were a fearsome group. However, the Chinese defeated Genghis Khan. How did they defeat Genghis Khan? Quite simple. They assimilated him and the Mongols. The very moment that the Mongols stepped off their horses, that was the end for them. Because what they said was, okay, well, you've conquered China, you've conquered our empire, but you have to rule. So to rule, you have to get off your horse and come inside the palace. Okay, so they got off their horses and they went into the palace. Okay, well, you need to take off those animal skins. Those are filthy. You're the emperor now. Okay, we have beautiful robes for you and all these wonderful things. Oh, come on, no. All these ladies obeyed you now. Listen, this is your castle. This is all of your land. You have to rule over it. Or what are you gonna do? All right. This is what actually happened. So they took these men, they took their horses away, they told them that they were going to rule over an empire, and within a few generations, they were all gone. The Asians know how to deal with tyranny. If you can't beat them, assimilate them. What we're witnessing right now, and I've talked about it numerous times, long before Mayumi even popped up, is that women in all other countries, foreign countries, outside of Western society, will begin competing for Western men. Even some women in Western countries like Germany. Women are going to begin competing all around the world for these men. Because they're literally saying, oh, you guys don't want them in Western society? Okay, we'll take them. These Asian ladies are not just reclaiming femininity. They're not just claiming Western men. They're also claiming these societies for themselves. When you look at what's happening in Sweden, with all these Swedish men marrying Thai wives and bringing them back to the country, the Thai government is very, very concerned about this. Given the opportunity, we can see a major demographic shift within 1 to 2 generations, where a significant portion of the country's population is comprised of people of Thai descent. We can literally see this happening in other countries as well, including the United States. where men will go overseas, get foreign wives, and then those women will come into the United States and other Western countries, and they will assimilate. And how will they assimilate? Very simple. Well, first off, they have the men, and they take very good care of the men. So you have to understand, Western men have lived such hard lives because of the way Western women have treated them, that all these Asian women have to do is feed them, make sure their sack is empty, and make sure their home is a place that is inviting. Be fit, be feminine, be friendly. It doesn't take a lot. These men will do anything. Now, these Asian ladies, they're very, I don't want to use the word conniving, but they have a plan at hand. Because they will take these societies for themselves. They will bring their families over. They will reshape them within their own from their own cultural perspectives. And the men won't do anything. The men will allow this to happen because Western women have made Western society so toxic that Western men are more than happy to have the culture shift. It's not going to be a good day for Western women. I told you right now that we're moving from a trend that is becoming normality, and that normality will become a tradition. The Passport Bro movement is taking the world by storm, and it is only going to accelerate. And women, Western women, they will never admit that they were wrong. When things get hard for them, and they realize that blaming the men isn't getting them anywhere, then they'll blame the government, they'll blame the feminists, they'll blame God. They will never, ever take accountability and say, I did this. I'm responsible for this. And these women don't have the skill sets to be wives. They were not raised to be wives. They were raised to be independent women, independent of a man, even though they can't. Even though they can't be. When I talk about Tent City, people think it's a joke. I've been talking about it for years. I said that the day is coming very soon where you will ask a man will ask a woman, are you a feminist? And she will say, Fema what? Fema who? Fema. Is that a new song? Is that a new dance? Did you mean FEMA camp? Oh, I've heard of those places. They're terrible. I don't want to go there. I've always been more of a girly girl. I love riding ponies, wearing dresses, and Jesus. These are the responses you're going to get from her. If you call her a feminist, she'll cry on you. But I've warned already that while the label feminist may go away, while the label feminism may go away, the legacy of feminism will live on forever. These women at their root will always be feminists because those are the ideals that they were raised upon. So when times get tough and they try to do the whole soft girl thing, these women are looking for men to provide food for them, shelter for them, clothing for them, cleaning for them. They don't do anything. And they don't want to work anymore. They will bring nothing into the relationship. And they say that a real man doesn't ask for anything because a woman's presence is simply enough. These are the same women that criticized other women for cooking for their families, for feeding their families. You know, many of you watch Candace O, right? And I don't agree with everything she says. But there were feminists who came after her for, I believe it was a picture of her cooking in the kitchen. I don't remember if it was a picture or a video of her cooking in the kitchen. And she was preparing food for her husband and her children. And they were furious. And she said, these women were furious because I was feeding my family. How dare you, Candace, prepare food for a man when he should be preparing it, he should be providing for you. That is servitude. And if by you preparing food for him and for those children, you are fueling the patriarchy. And her response was, are you for real? I'm feeding my family. This is how toxic Western society is now. This is how Western women view relationships. They view a woman feeding her family as patriarchy. I've said nothing lasts forever. These are the same women who are eating what they call medieval peasant meals. Sliced meat, grapes, crackers, and cheese. Some of y'all are talking about those. That's an awesome meal. Bro, no. You can't live on that. That's a terrible way to live all the time. Come on, man. These women can't take care of themselves. They are not functional adults. It's so sad to say this, but a lot of them need, when they can't afford rent anymore, because the homeless population of women is skyrocketing right now. The homeless population is skyrocketing, period. They're going to be on the streets, and let's be real. The condition that a lot of them are in right now, they need Tent City. They're going to need Tent City. And Tent City is going to be hard, too, because Tent City is not going to be paradise. As I've said it plenty of times, that Tyrone is going to be king. He's going to run it. He will run Tent City with an iron fist. When he's hungry, he's going to eat. When he wants some loving, he's going to get some loving. And no one better talk back to him in there. Asian women are reclaiming femininity as they claim Western men for themselves. What do you think about this? Do you agree that this is just another step towards them claiming Asian society for themselves and reshaping it? I want to know your thoughts on this. Shout out to Mayumi. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA and walking away. And cheers.